See, on drones is no. So, like, if,
how much would it cost?
If you wanted to use that to photograph a model, say, that model would say, I'm actually a professional and there's a cost. So you could say that this landscape doesn't look after itself.
Right.
It costs a lot of money to look after it. So that's why our members and people who come in to pay contribute towards that. So you could say that if you go and sit in the village,
yes,
and then zoom over and photograph it for whatever you're going to do with that image,
I'm going to put them on YouTube and earn money from it.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's another reason why it's a no.
So welcome back, everyone. We are today here in Pangbourne in Reading area, and we're looking at this National Trust site today, Basildon Park. It's quite a beautiful house in here, and a park grounds. So we're going to have a little look. This is going to be where we take the drone from, because I'm presuming up here is maintained by National Trust. I've got a police car going past there, and I've also got the main line into Paddington just there. You can hear a freight train right now going across. Very fast 125 mile an hour main line there into Reading and then through to Paddington. What are these? Perhaps Rangers cars? Somebody lives here maybe? It's unusual, isn't it? And yeah, this walk is not too far. I've checked on the map. So we're parked off site today, just in case anything does kick off. So a couple of minutes later and we're here. What's it say here? Please note our front gate closed at 4. If you have walked in and you're leaving after the gates have closed, please call visitor reception or estate office. So I'm not sure really whether we should go down to here and inquire how much a drone ticket is. We do love asking for tickets for the drone, don't we? Or whether we go straight up to the house. I don't know. Got a little golf buggy there, or whatever it is. And this looks like reception over here. Prices. Basildon Park is open Monday to Sunday, oh yeah, except 24th and 25th. Oh, hello.
Yes, let me just grab the keys and I'll take your name.
Here we go, look. Gift shop. How much is the drone? How much for one drone to go in?
That's a really good question. I've only been here a week and
oh, fair enough.
I think we can just hold on for my colleague and then she'll advise you.
In terms of paying for people, is it past here or is that free?
I would imagine.
As in what the ticket's for?
Go over the threshold, you might have to pay.
So you need tickets to go in there, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the main house, same?
Yeah.
Okay.
The payment covers the gardens, the estate, the house.
Oh, right, okay, cool. And it's only a small drone, so it shouldn't be too much money, right? To fly? I can't imagine.
It's okay.
So
just inquiring about tickets for the drone.
On drones is no. Yeah, so we don't allow drones
No.
on land. Yeah, because of the liability. So if your drone crashes into me, is it the organisation's fault?
That'd be my fault.
No, so therefore it's not allowed. So
you don't sell tickets for the drone?
No.
It's not.
No. So all the we
I
don't.
thought I could get a ticket for it. See?
No.
And just let it go in. Well, over.
No. No.
Right.
So we would, you have to have the landowner's permission to fly your drone in the same way that if you wanted to cut a tree down, you'd need our permission, or if you wanted to have...
But that would be disturbing your land if I cut a tree down, wouldn't it? Sorry to interrupt. If I cut a tree down, that's damaging your...
Yeah, it is. But if that crashed into our visitor or a tree, it would damage our...
people.
And it's all down to the law. Because it's a new technology, the National Trust haven't sort of... other than...
They haven't caught up with it.
Yeah, other than no, we haven't. In the same way, if you brought a kid with a little bike, which I'm sorry, the bike can't come in, and you'd say, why? Well, it's because we're a historic landscape and the child might let go of the bike and crash into somebody.
But that not be the owner's responsibility?
No,
the child.
I'm a head gardener, I'm not a lawyer, but I understand that in corporate world, when you sue somebody, you don't sue the small person.
No, I meant if it was your kid on their land, then you'd be responsible for your kid, right? If they hurt themselves, it's you two. It's not like...
Yeah, but if that child cycled into someone, yeah, and
wouldn't be you guys' fault, would it? Surely not.
We have to be clear.
Right.
So therefore, that's why on drone policy,
right,
we
back
don't
to drones,
allow it on our land.
That's all right, mate.
So,
I mean,
same with like metal detectors, we don't allow that either.
Well, you don't. Oh, right, got you. Yeah. People going around doing that.
So,
what about if I go back out on the road?
Yeah.
And I simply fly it in from out there? Can I do that? I don't have to do it here.
If I was an old-fashioned head gardener, I'd get a shotgun out.
Would you?
yeah. But I'm a modern
That's
gardener.
naughty,
so
that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's just as naughty as you fly
Imagine if
down the land.
a bullet went through that. It's going to cost a bit of money, that, mate.
It blow up. Yeah. No, I'm joking. I'm only joking. But yeah, it's a no. Yeah.
Shall I just? Are you saying no to that as well? Or?
I understand that with the law with drones, you have to have line of sight.
Yep, correct.
So if it's away from your eyesight, it's breaking the law.
That's correct.
Under CA regs.
That's correct, mate.
But yeah.
Yes. So as long as I can see it.
What I would say to you is the National Trust have looked after Basildon Park for the last 40 years.
You've done what? Sorry, for the last 40 years. The what?
The National Trust, the owners of the site. So the original owners gave it to the nation, if you like, for people to enjoy.
Yeah.
But of course, nothing in life is free, so that costs money to look after. So, like,
how much would it cost?
If you wanted to use that to photograph a model, say, that model would say, I'm actually a professional and there's a cost. So you could say that this landscape doesn't look after itself.
Right.
It costs a lot of money to look after it. So that's why our members and people who come in to pay contribute towards that. So you could say that if you go and sit in the village and then zoom over and photograph it for whatever you're going to do with that image,
I'm going to put them on YouTube and earn money from it.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's another reason why it's a no. Yeah. In the same way.
So I'd have to pay for the photos.
Yeah,
or the video.
We have an office generally that deal with all photographic and commercial photography and filming. So if you were a TV studio, we'd refer you to them. Because if you had
if I was a TV studio, yeah.
So basically everything that isn't covered by having a walk round, enjoying the site, we would want paperwork.
So if I pay that fee, what can I do with? Can I walk around essentially?
You can walk round. There's a historic building, a mansion to look.
That's what I'd like to look. Well, either from outside or inside.
Inside, both. Yeah, it covers every. You can walk around 400 acres here. Yeah.
But it wouldn't cover me launching that.
No.
Right.
Because of the liability and National Trust policy around all sites. It's not just Basildon Park.
Isn't it?
Around the whole country.
Yeah.
The policy is the same. That unless you've got a contract with us to fly your drone, it's a no. Yeah.
All right, mate. So moving forward, I'm not sure whether I'm going to walk in and pay or go back out yet.
It's not for everyone. Yeah.
No, it looks a nice site on Google Maps.
Yeah.
Obviously, from above, I could probably see quite a bit.
Yeah.
If I do go back out down there, literally by your gate.
It's a one-way system actually. It's out there.
Whichever way I go.
Yeah.
I'm walking.
Yeah.
Could I walk out that way? Or do I have to go the one way?
If you're walking,
doesn't matter.
If you're going out that way. Yeah.
Say I walk back down there and I launch it from public land.
Yeah.
And I fly in.
Yeah.
If you guys see it, you're not going to like do anything stupid, are you? Like you're not going to shoot it down or call the police. You know? I know you're joking about that. But
it'll be a civil matter actually. The police is a
okay.
But it's down to the liability of anyone with a drone. It's still new technology, and if it crashes, you know.
Can I assure you it won't crash? Or
no. No, I've used one. They're amazing. But
have you?
The fact is that also you're earning money from that photography, no more
Of course.
so than if you
Yeah.
had a beautiful SLR camera and you had a couple with you, they just got married, you said, can we take some pictures? And you know full well that they're giving you 500 quid.
Right.
We would say, no, you can't, because that's commercial use. So the places, National Trust sites...
Would YouTube be commercial use, earning ad revenue, would it?
Because you're getting revenue from it, yeah?
Right.
And I don't know whether you have 1 million viewers or
You don't know?
100.
Don't have a million viewers. So.
Yeah. Okay. So that is the policy.
Somewhere in between the two would be about me.
Yeah, it would be amazing. Yeah. But this place looks amazing because the National Trust have looked after it for the last 40 years through thick and thin, whether the economy is roaring or the economy is...
So you're saying I can't go down there really and take some video for free of your site and go away and earn hundreds of pounds, maybe thousands from it? That's what I want to do, really.
No.
I want some free revenue, you know?
Yeah. But that's the policy, is that you know, because if you your drone crashes and causes damage to the place we look after, you know, the liability is grey and okay.
I do have insurance, just so you know.
No.
So if it does, lo and behold, crash.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm covered.
But you're not allowed to be here. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, as an agent of the National Trust, I'm telling you.
Sure.
You're not allowed to fly your drone on our land.
Okay. No worries.
So, okay.
I think you can probably tell I'm maybe going to do it. So if I go down there, I'm not going to do it here. I promise you that. I will be off the land. I won't just launch it right there.
Again, I'm saying
travelled a long way.
Yeah, I'm telling you mustn't, and of course you'll be breaking the law unless it's within eyesight.
It has to be an eyesight. Yes.
It has to be like. So therefore, you won't be able to see it from Lower Basildon or Upper Basildon. You know, so therefore you'll be.
Be sure about that? I haven't checked yet.
Anyway, so
it will be in line of sight. If it means going up and not over, we'll see. But
so, you know, I think, you know, if people want to come here, they can, you know, I don't know, you know, I've worked for the Trust for 25 years. In the old days, you used to get planes flying over, and then someone would use a camera, and then they'd come and try and sell us. Big photographs.
You can buy my video if you like.
No.
It'll be a good video. It's 4K.
I know the place pretty well.
4K? But you could buy it and put it on your...
Yeah.
You could put it in there and charge people to watch it.
I have got a lot of drone footage
of the
site, believe it or not.
Okay.
So
mine might be extra cinematic.
Well, you know, your drone is much smaller than the first one I ever saw that was like this big.
Really?
It carried a Panasonic.
You'd be amazed at the quality.
Yeah, but anyway, okay.
All right, mate. How do I get to Upper Basildon if I want to try the flight from there? Is it just straight out there?
Well, if you're here on foot, it's quite a long walk, but...
Is it? I can drive. I've got my car parked off-site.
Basildon's a sort of a big village, so it's split in half, lower by the river and upper.
Oh, right.
Okay.
I'll try from down there. If I can't see the drone, I'll move.
All right.
We don't want to be out of line of sight.
You're not going to film Trust Land and profit from it without a contract.
I might do. I might do. Take care, mate. Thanks.
It's quite clear. All right, all right.
Just moving baton.
Can I have a ride up?
Yeah, just picking up some bits of wood. Yeah, we'll
Can I have a ride up?
No, you can't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come
I
on.
spent 10 minutes talking to you.
Oh, mate. Go on.
Thank you.
No, we're well trained.
Are you going up top?
Yeah, we're
I was just saying it would look great from above. Wouldn't it? In 4K?
It would, I'm sure.
Is that from...
I think it would look good in 60 frames a second. 4K.
This way? Oh, really? No, that's because you have to say who you are and you're on account, and then you'll get like 50% off.
Oh, look at that. Very nice.
Come on, mate. We had a really long chat.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it here.
Yeah, but you got it out though.
Got it out?
Yeah. We told you that you may not film
I'm not going to do it here.
Trust Land, and use a drone.
I'm not going to take off here, am I, mate?
Yeah, and I was polite.
Hello, mate.
Yeah.
Right.
If you were to go outside...
That's what I'm doing.
You are on Trust Land.
I'm not doing it here.
No, but...
Can't take off here, look.
Yeah.
But
Sorry? Yeah, I'm getting it ready.
Yeah.
Get it ready, yeah.
If you were outside our perimeter
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to walk down to the gate.
and you flew it and did not take it over our land,
I've got to go over. Yeah, I can't see the house from there.
when you say, I mean, the point is,
It'll be over here, but obviously it won't be high, you know?
I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Go on.
If we have everybody here wants to fly their drones and film everything
Yep.
and profit commercially, we're losing out significantly.
Yeah, I've already talked about this.
Because I imagine it's sort of fancy kit. It's
So I want to get a 4K video. I've said to him it's a 4K video
Yes.
of your site from above.
yeah.
Put it on YouTube and earn money from it.
Yeah. So how do we benefit from that?
Well, if you want to download the footage and use it,
But if
I'll let you do that.
If you want to talk to us formally,
yeah.
So any
There is-
filming
I've already said
will
this,
need
yeah.
to go through our filming office, and we have a charge for any sort of filming that happens on
How much is it going
property.
to? Is it a ticket for the?
We have to do it via email, and we can negotiate.
It's more than that.
What's that? Sorry.
We have
Hello?
Universal Pictures and other movies.
Yeah, but I'm not a TV
No, it's
broadcasting
fine,
service.
But it's still, you're doing
hello,
filming.
Heather, how are
We have to do it through the official channels, and
Right.
then we look at a pricing, and then permission.
All I was going to do is go down off the just on by the gate on the main road, take off, and fly in, do my video,
Yeah.
fly back out, and go.
So we
essentially.
need to know whether you have a license.
can I call
we
you
need,
back in
we need
5? I'm
to
just
negotiate a
looking
price
for-
for you, and you need to have permission from our general
What would the license
manager.
have anything to do with it?
And because this is protected airspace, and also we have lots of Chinooks and other private airspace across here. So you need to just make sure you have a license. Any commercial flight, you need to have a license. So you just like,
gonna show you one
and you
thing.
need to ask permission
Oh,
from
wrong one.
our general manager.
Oh, were they not here? I thought that was the main man there.
no, he's the head gardener.
Oh, right.
General
And
manager's
it'll
on
be the
site.
same as I've said. Yeah, it
On
won't be any different.
On any
yeah?
property, you need to ask permission.
Yeah. No,
I'm
you
just
have to
checking
have a
where we are.
contract, Rachel.
I know.
So
Yeah?
there's no
Not
protected
permission,
airspace
it's
there.
contract. Yeah. And it's
I don't
quite
know what you're
clear,
showing me.
Yeah.
Those are our rules, and you can't do it on
So
site.
there's protected airspace. See the above,
And are
the
you-
airport and stuff.
And are you familiar with where our boundary is? Would you know?
You tell me. 'Cause
Our
I-
boundary.
Guys, can we stop wasting our time? Yeah, we've got work to do.
we're not wasting time. We're trying to work out where the boundary is.
But
You can work
So I
out
can go off
all
there.
the Survey, you can see where our
Well, that's
boundary
use
is,
the
and the
drone
liability is with you and your drone. Yeah,
If-
it's not for our
He's,
staff.
he's being helpful, mate.
if your
It's not
drone
for our
is
staff
flying
to
over
spend their
that,
time telling you.
So that's
the
just a
law,
small area,
okay?
but then that's the massive.
this
National
is,
Trust site, yeah?
this is our whole land
Got
here.
ya. So the main
If
road
you're-
is public land.
If you're flying over that,
Yep.
you're doing that without our permission.
Okay. I'm
And,
okay with that.
You know, we
I mean,
respectfully ask if you want to enter
Yeah,
into
yeah.
a contract with us, you do that through the proper channels, and we will have that conversation.
right.
But doing it without a license, you are doing it without.
I've got
our
a licence.
permission. Not from us, you haven't.
I don't need one.
You do.
CAA control the airspace,
You need permission. Of
don't
You
they?
need permission.
But
You
the,
need the landowner's permission.
the CAA control the airspace. You know that, right?
Yes.
So I've got a license from them. Oh, sorry, mate.
Straight up through there. Keep going.
At the
As long as,
highest point.
as long as you're going up the hill, you can't miss it.
You know, we know the law, mate.
I've got the CAA license, so that's what I need, right? I don't need your license.
You
do.
need our permission
Because we
of the
have,
landowner.
if we
Yeah?
have
No more so
commercial
than if you
filming,
fly over Reading railway station.
we've
You
had.
need permission of Network Rail.
I've done that before.
If-
Well,
A while ago, did that before.
yeah.
But
yeah,
you are taking a chance.
up to you,
It's
yeah?
Police came out and they were like, crack on.
Yeah.
They said be careful of the overheads.
Yeah.
That was it.
yeah.
Well,
But it's on National Trust land.
I've already said our policy
Yeah.
is.
But I'm not.
you know,
I'm not part of the policy. I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm not part of that policy, am I? I'm going to be on public land.
You're not on public land.
No, I mean I will be. I will be. Right.
Yeah.
I will be standing on the
Yeah.
main.
Well, not in the middle of the road.
No,
hopefully.
I'll probably go down there on the pavement
Yeah.
opposite.
Yeah. So, but you'll still be flying your drone on our.
The
land.
drone will go in the airspace above. Of course it will.
And see, and as we already said, you need to be within eyesight and
Yes.
have permission of.
I agree with that one.
Therefore, the house is not within eyesight of your drone, which is against CAA.
It may not
Yeah.
be. If it isn't, I
It
won't go
will
over
be.
there.
It will be. I know the place pretty well. I'm not going to.
Do you know how high I can go? 120 metres, right?
I'm sure, but I don't have time to.
No, I'm
discuss
saying if I go that high, I
Yeah.
may be able to go over
Yeah.
and still see my drone.
I'm sure.
I won't know till I do it.
If you
Yeah.
are interested in doing this
No, it's
seriously, and
Of course I am. I'm going to do it now.
if you
But
were
you
to
need a contract.
email
Yeah.
Basildon Park at nationaltrust.org.uk,
That takes time, doesn't it?
it
Yeah.
does, but
Yeah.
this takes time. You know, you're standing here under trees that I have to take time inspecting to keep people safe.
Of course.
We-
Yeah.
Our remit is not about killing
And
people's
current-
fun. It's
Yeah.
about
Feels like it, mate.
It's protecting our interest, our commercial interest, just as you want to make money.
How much do you want to charge me for flying the drone? Well, that's got a deal now.
I would have to
We
talk to
don't
our
have
filming
a
office.
contract.
That's
We don't
20
know.
quid, 30 quid?
our filming office would
Right.
handle these
Yeah.
requests.
They know the commercial
It's
value.
It's not
yeah?
about.
That's not
It's
our
not about
remit.
trying to kill everything off. We have big budget filming happens here. They have to enter into a contract with us to use our land to film whatever the drama may be that they're filming. We
Come on,
don't just
Leo.
say, "Come on in."
Can we go
It's-
now?
You know,
We've got
we'll
stuff
be
to
we'll
do.
be civil.
Yeah.
We'll be civil.
He's being helpful, this guy.
No, he's not.
He's potentially limiting
You're
me
not a
going down there
customer.
to do
You've
it.
not even paid to come in. Yeah.
I've offered to pay.
Yeah. But I've told you clearly that you may not.
But it's-
Can we compromise? If I go and buy a ticket, I'll have a walk around, and then I'll go and do the drone after.
You know.
And then you've benefited some profit from me, right?
You know how it works. If something goes tits up and somebody gets hurt, I know that's a slim possibility, but we will be absolutely
We
crucified
would still
for
get
allowing
the blame
that.
because we didn't
to
grab him by
have-
the arm and escort him off the
We,
property. Yeah.
you know the way
Okay.
of the world.
But you're not
It is
allowing me to do it. You're saying we can't stop you doing it. Legally, you're okay.
physically,
We advise you not to.
Short of rugby tackling you, which I'm not prepared to assault you.
I don't mean
over
like
this
that.
conversation.
Don't
but
mean like
we- for the sake of decency, we're saying if this is something you're serious about doing, we are perfectly
Of course,
prepared.
I'm ready to go.
Have that conversation
Right.
with our office.
We're not, because we don't have the time to do it, and you have to do that in advance, Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he means, I think.
We
Within,
can't
like,
do it
30
here and
seconds.
now.
He means do it in advance,
But
don't you?
Email us,
Yeah.
talk to us. We may well be able to work something out through the proper channels.
Okay.
But I can't allow it here and now.
If I go off land and I say I'm not going to do it, and I happen to forget that and fly in, you're not going to do anything silly, are you?
We can only
I've asked him already.
Word. We're not going to shoot drones out of the air.
That's what I want to hear. Good.
But
I've had it threatened before.
if we find footage that we find has been recorded without consent, that's when our filming office will
get the
as
could
any landowner
get
might,
the lawyers
they
involved,
might say,
you know?
hang on. there's a
Like
lot
I
of people
said
who-
earlier, like if you filmed a model, like a human person who earns their money out of how they look, you know, you wouldn't.
That's
in
because
theory-
their job is to earn money from their appearance.
Yeah,
Right.
and therefore you would need their permission. You might still ignore them, take a picture anyway, but that is up to you in the
But
same way.
if
with
you
us,
indulge
yeah?
us and say, you know, if you want to play our game,
Yeah.
go through the proper channels. I'm not promising, but we could potentially in the future say we could use your services to do an aerial survey of our tree health or our grazing patterns. That's
Right.
the sort of thing.
Mate,
if
we're
you,
going round in circles.
I know.
Can we stop
if
now?
if you
Yeah.
want to.
Hey, he's been nice, this guy. Been very informative.
No.
He offered me a chance there to
no,
work with
I'm
him, and you're
giving
saying no.
Come on.
Come on, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We're
Are
done.
you above him?
Yeah.
You're only the gardener, mate.
he's
Calm
my-
down.
I'm
He's
his
my
manager,
boss.
Oh, right.
yeah?
Sorry, but
Yeah.
but
And I,
So-
like I said to
he's
you
been
earlier,
very helpful. More helpful than you have been
I've
now.
worked for the trust for 25 years. I know the
Have you?
score. Okay, let's leave it there. Okay, come on, Leo. Can we go?
Thanks for your time, mate. I appreciate that. No worries. If you do want to use the footage, let me. There's an email address on the video.
I've already told
Contact me. You can
I've
use
got
it.
Footage of the land, okay, and we're all right.
You haven't seen mine yet. Have a good day, guys.
you too.
Thanks. Take care. Oh, this is comedy. Comedy. Literally comedy. But the house is up there. I'm thinking probably we're going to be able to be fine. We're going to be able to fly from right there. And we should be able to see the drone from there. And if need be, we can walk up here. Oh, I don't think we're going to need to. We'll see. We'll see. Here we've got RAF Benson nearby. But we don't have any more flying restrictions nearby. So let's get it up. Let's get Nosy Nick up and have a gander from above. Have a gander, as they say. Funny old saying that. Have a gander.
Home point updated.
What we're going to do now, we're just going to walk back through the gate a little bit, just so we've got perfect line of sight. There's the house. The railway line is just there. I've been on that recently through to London, and the track condition there through Pangbourne is quite bad. Feels like the train's going to derail at 125 miles an hour. It's quite worrying, to be honest with you. I'm sure it's absolutely fine, but it did not feel safe. And the last time I took the train in that direction, it was less It's got worse. So let's have a little nosy, shall we? Let's have a gander. Gandering with the drone. Let's have a little look. Wow, what a beautiful piece of land.
Max altitude reached.
Look at that. Plenty of cars coming in. Busy place. Look at that, man. So we're in that gap there. Look how busy it is. Let's have a gander down here. That's where we got told not allowed. There's a train going past, look. Should we have a little fly around in sport mode? Got some animals over here.
Max altitude reached.
Look at that mark in the ground there. And I can hear a freight train. It is. Probably hear that on my GoPro audio. Quite a long train, that. Anyway, back to the fun. Should we see if we can drop down and have a proper nosy at the house? If I walk up slightly more, I should be able to. Yeah, there we go. So we're stealing photons right now. Worth a lot of money, these photons are. What a lovely looking place. And I was playing very silly with those guys because they were talking nonsense. So I let them carry on. I don't want to be Mr. Hard Guy and be like, oh, I know the law. Let them continue and dig themselves in a silly hole. Let them continue. When they think they have more power over you, they tend to show more truer colours, more infringing on rights colours, right? And that's what we want to see, really. If they're going to do it, we want them to do it in their glory, you know. They're proper make themselves look a silly person. So they learn from it. They'll watch the video and they'll learn. They'll be educated at some point. And if they come back down to talk to me, I'll do it myself. Notice the grass is green around the house, isn't it? Let's have a little fly around in sport mode down here and we're gonna take a photo. There.
Max altitude reached.
Look at there's the river. Is it the Kennet? Can't quite think. Reading. Is it the Kennet River? We'll have a little gander at that and we'll go. Beautiful day for it, isn't it? Yeah, see the track is quite windy for 125 miles an hour, isn't it? And it's through here that it's quite rickety and quite bad. If you ever get the train to Paddington from Swindon way, Bristol way, Didcot way, anything past Didcot to Reading, it does not feel very safe. And they have had a lot of issues lately on the Paddington main line with track quality, track being split, and they have to have emergency restrictions put in place to replace it fairly recently. We do have a National Trust car approaching me. Go on, mate. Just flying a drone over your house.
I'm afraid you out of line of sight of it.
What's that?
Are you out of line of sight of it?
No, right there.
Okay, I'm afraid we don't actually allow drone flying on National Trust properties.
Right, I've took off out there.
I'm afraid you're still over the properties because obviously we have visitors in who potentially might not want to be filmed, but obviously we just then, you know, it has access over the house and things.
Right.
So we can generally, that's why we don't allow drone flying, I'm afraid.
Oh, right.
So yeah.
I spoke to somebody already and they said not allowed.
Yeah.
So I went out there, I took off there.
Yeah.
I've just walked in here so I can still see straight up.
Okay. Can I ask you to bring it back?
I've got 30% battery left. I'm going to use that up.
Can I ask you to bring it back? Is that okay?
So when I've used my 30% up, I'm going to land it anyway.
Okay. You're not
All
going
right.
to bring it back?
I can't bring it back sooner, mate.
No.
I'm still taking some photos of the house, see?
Right.
Put them on YouTube, earn some money.
Okay, so that would definitely be a commercial thing for us as well, I'm afraid.
It's ad revenue, isn't it?
Well, it's just we would have to have a commercial license for that, I'm afraid.
Tell you what, mate, do you want to... It's not going to last very long, 30%. Let me finish that off. Be 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, sure.
I'll bring it down there.
Yeah, sure.
I can talk to you.
Fantastic.
Is that all right?
Cool.
Shall I meet you here or do you want to...
What I'll do is I'll reverse. I can park in the lay-by here. That's absolutely fine.
All right, mate. I'll be a few minutes. I won't be long.
Okay.
Anyway, we've got the river. Beautiful, beautiful river. Look at that. We're directly over it. And I wanted him to leave me alone for a second so we can just get a nice view because we've only got 27% left. And I wanted to make sure I get everything I want before we land it.
Battery level is low.
There we go.
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
There's the house. Small, isn't it?
I remember seeing
Landing.
this thing when we got over about 250 grams, wasn't it, or something, with the sizes of them.
Right.
But they're so light now, they're incredible, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a baby.
Wowee. And that's 4K?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Goodness.
Zoom right in 4K. You'd be amazed the quality on that camera, mate.
And what to do is it recording, so it's got a memory card on there.
Memory card in there.
And it then obviously...
And then the screen appears on there.
wirelessly radio screens to your...
Pretty much.
That's
Yeah.
clever, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's the antennae then, those two?
Yes.
Ooh, Ah,
That's it. So the quality of the 4K on that's better than the GoPro 4K.
really?
Yeah, on a computer screen. It's a lot crisper, for sure.
Good
But
grief.
I'm not sure yet whether I'm going to take it back up. It was quite a short flight for what I wanted
Yeah.
to see. But I'll talk to you first.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Go on.
So,
Spoke to a gardener,
yeah.
head gardener.
Yeah.
He wasn't happy about it going up.
No, well, to be honest, the rules are with the trust. We don't, we don't fly them. We don't allow drones on properties. It's not something which we do. But also, if it's for commercial benefit, then we would actually need a license as well.
I wouldn't call it commercial. It's just ad revenue, isn't it? Social media ad revenue.
Well, I mean, as I say, that would be something which would need to be talked about with the teams. But generally, I mean, we very rarely get people flying them. But
Do you? Don't you?
yeah,
Surprised?
no, we don't really. But when we do, we just generally say, can they come down? It's just as a request. It's not something the trust does. It's it's also not for privacy of other visitors and things.
Oh, it was high, mate. Not going to be seeing faces, are
any
we?
faces on it or anything,
Not at that height.
and just having a look round over the building or anything.
Pretty
or-
much.
Okay.
I was over the building. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool stuff. I mean, we'd ask that if are you here just walking along, just on foot, just come for a day out, or
No,
having a look around the house?
I've parked down there.
Okay.
I've came specifically to do the drone here today.
Okay. Cool stuff.
I'm quite far down. I walked about a mile.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't park in a car park. You didn't come in.
The issue is, if any of these sites ever opposed to the drone,
Yeah.
which you guys have been quite polite about it, some don't.
Yeah.
They tend to want to like keep your car in, and
Yeah.
they're quite hostile. So I think if I park off, at least
Well, I think
can't
it's-
happen, can it? Then
Well, as I say, I always I'm not going to sort of kick off anybody. It's not something.
people do.
They really?
Oh yeah.
Really?
You can have it where they try and block your car in to keep you there for the police. All sorts, mate.
Okay.
So it's just a rule of thumb now that I never park on site,
Yeah.
no matter what site I visit. National Trust or whatever it is. I normally walk or ride a bike.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
went over there.
Yeah.
Your gardener, spoke to him in there.
Yeah.
He wasn't happy.
No.
Mainly because it's one, if it crashes and hits somebody, and two, I'm going to be making profit from in there, aren't
Yeah.
I? From the
Yeah.
photos, the video
Yeah.
of it. So
Yeah.
that's it really. But I've seen you, so I thought I'd better bring it down.
Yeah.
'Cause I've only got 30
I
left.
appreciate you bringing it down. I do. And as I say, it's sort of.
I do have a second battery though. I would like to get it back up, to be fair.
Okay, well, I mean, we generally don't, as I say, we don't have drone, we don't really allow drones, so it's not something we do condone, and we would ask that you don't fly it, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it is within our rules, we just ask that they're not flown over.
As I've already done it, would it make more sense just to crack on and get the second video done? I've started, I don't know, do you know what I mean? It's difficult to like end it there. Does that make sense?
Not really. I'm
You-
afraid it doesn't make sense, because if we've asked you not to fly it.
When I upload my video,
Yeah.
I'm only going to have like, I was saying to the camera, once I've seen the river, because when you spoke to me, I was actually looking at that side. Right?
Okay, down over the river.
Oh no, I was here, but I was
Yeah.
looking that way.
Oh, I see, right.
So I said on my camera, on my when I was talking, I said,
Yeah.
I want to go back over the house,
Yeah.
do a bit of a lower flight,
Yeah,
and look at the actual architecture
Yeah.
of the bricks.
yeah,
And then of course, I haven't done that yet.
yeah,
So people watching it will go, well, where's the part you're talking about? It's not there.
Yeah, yeah,
They'll feel let down.
yeah.
So I think I should maybe do it, just a 10-minute quick flight,
I
But I can stay out here if you want. I can stand here the whole time. But I only walked in just so I can make sure it's right there.
Sure.
No?
Right. Well, as I say, because I know all I know about them is the rules are we don't allow them on site.
Right, yeah.
Certainly what I could do is I can go make some calls, find out,
Okay,
and
mate.
see what they want to do.
All right.
Also, I know the other thing just from drones themselves is you have to be within line of sight of them.
That's what I'm
So I
saying.
would be worried from down here because obviously you've got no line of sight up
If
to the
I,
house.
if I was doing it here, I would have to stay in that gap.
Right.
And I think the house is... Actually, it's probably not far off that gap, is it?
No, it's just round to the left. Well, it's amazing because actually the drive goes all the way round, but the house is only the other side of that field.
Because when I was in there, I
Yeah.
thought it's going to be difficult to see the drone, but here,
Yeah.
pretty much okay.
Yeah.
If I go to the left a bit, I'm going to have to come a bit higher, maybe. But,
What's
oh,
the name of the YouTube channel?
I think you'll see the video when it goes out.
Will we?
Yeah, if it had been you I spoke to first, I'd just give it you, show it you. But your colleague was a bit like, if we see that footage, we're going to take action on it,
Did he say that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, as I said,
Not that he can, but-
I just want to see, just because it should be nice to see the,
You'll see it, I think. It's a fairly big channel. You'll see it. Somebody will say, oh, your trust site's on YouTube. I'm not hiding it. It's nothing like dodgy.
No,
Just
no, No.
Him and his colleague were in the car and they said, oh, if we see the footage, like our lawyers might want to take action because you haven't paid to use the video. Which I know I don't have to do that because I'm just a citizen.
Sorry, do you want the car in?
But, oh, yeah, go on. But by giving you the channel, you get a head start to check the footage, right? You know what I mean?
Well, so if it's on YouTube, we just put Basildon Park. I'm guessing that would find it.
Exactly, you'll see it, mate. You'll see it.
Listen, I've got to go because I'm literally running late for a meeting.
Yeah, crack on.
But yeah, listen, we'll make some calls and see where we get to.
All right, I'll be down here.
All right.
I'll be off site. Thanks. Well, we've got to take it back up now. Well, there's a fast train going past now.
Max altitude reached.
And another train on the slow line. Oh, look at that. These National Trust cars I can see. I think they are.
Altitude reached.
Very busy line, isn't it? Full speed into Reading, that. There's a train of kinds. Is it another freight train? And it's going at some speed, this one. Yeah, we're not going to keep up with that, are we? Definitely not. That was going at full speed, that was. And we're out of here. And we've got another train coming past, a fast one. Well, we got what we wanted. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, National Trust Basildon Park in Pangbourne, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, share the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next one.